Hey, what is going on, everyone? This is your boy from Veer side, the Bengal Dragon. Make sure to hit that like, subscribe, and bell notification buttons. Right, today's going to be a shorter video, and it's something I just thought I would end up doing. Because I was actually getting ready to go to bed. It's actually 2:13 a.m. In the or late night morning of, well, technically what's January 14th, 2021. So I was just reading this article before, going to bed, and I thought, you know what? Let me get my 2 cents in. This one is an article by Mohammad Isam on ESPN cricinfo. The link is in the description below. So if you haven't read this article, please do read it. I recommend you please do read it. It is about the history of left arm spin, basically, in Bangladesh cricket. So my question regarding that article, or regarding this topic with that article in mind, is that has Bangladesh undervalued, because it's an important word I believe that best describes their attitude, has Bangladesh undervalued left arm spin in their recent cricketing plans? And my answer is yes, because, for example, look at the current structure. Who do you have that's up and coming as a left arm spinner who is going to replace someone who is going to bowl for you, like left arm spin? If Shakib gets injured, or if Shakib has a problem, then there's no one else to back him up, especially in ODIs, considering their recent form, because they generally tend to go with a right arm spinner and 3 pacers, which leaves them 7 batsmen. And Shakib, can also bowl his quota of 10 overs. But if something happens to Shakib, it falls on the part-timers like Shammo Sarkar, like Mahmudullah, none of whom are actually, or both of them are actually not left-arm spinners. And I believe Mahmudullah actually is someone who has not developed his full potential of being a spinner. I think he could be a pretty good all-rounder. He could have been the right-handed version of Shakib, but for some reason he just did not end up being that effective. Like, maybe he did not work on his skill enough. Because after one successful spell, you would see he has many unremarkable spells. Okay, so you had Arafat Sunny. He was developing into something, but he started out a bit too late for my liking, and then he fell off. Once he had the correction of his bowling action, he fell off. You had other people come in like Elias Sunny, who turned out to be extremely ineffective. Because Elias Sunny, he had the 5 and 6 wicket hauls. Pay attention to the number of runs he gives away, and also pay attention to the number of balls he delivers. And also, if you're watching the match live, because I have watched a lot of his matches live, and a lot of people on YouTube don't actually, who cover Bangladesh cricket and covers it in English, don't actually watch matches live. Notice how many extras and how many down the leg deliveries Elias Sunny delivers. Maybe it's to do with his grip, because he does sweat a lot. But yeah, he occasionally gets it right, and the balls he does get right, they're actually pretty decent deliveries. Then you have Taidul Islam, who's actually coming perhaps towards the latter, maybe not towards the end, the transition between the end of the middle and the beginning of the end of his career. And Taidul Islam is essentially, in Test cricket, I've said this before. Yes, he's got 100 wickets here, whatnot, yeah. But he's a bowler who will basically board the batsman into giving up his wicket. Because for some reason, you don't see that type of threat and penetration that you would get from, let's say, a Muhammad Rafiq or an Enamul Haq Jr. And at times, even through Abdul Razak, but you wouldn't get that type of threat from Taijul Islam, like defending a wicket. Taijul Islam was, there is orthodox and then there is textbook. Textbook is something printed on paper that doesn't change. So Taijul Islam is more textbook than orthodox. Orthodox might have some variance. Taijul Islam is like, good lord, like, I'm not saying he's a bad bowler. He's just not someone who is that reliable on getting you quick wickets, especially on pitches that don't turn. And you're not going to get every pitch that turns. So I feel Bangladesh have neglected a point or undervalued one of their assets here. Yes, they're looking for leg spinners, but then again, you got Aminul Islam Biplab and Jubair Hussain Likhon, and neither of them are getting the proper backing. I don't know if there's anyone else, but you know, if these two names come to mind, you can't just put someone on a pitch and say, okay, you know, go break a world record without any training or infrastructure specific to your needs to support you. That is absolutely not how it works. So, I mean, I was surprised. Enamul Haq Jr., if I'm not mistaken, he can still play. So why isn't he not part of the test squad again? Because this is something I completely overlooked. I forgot that Enamul Haq Jr. started his career when he was like 16 or 17. So which makes him like 31 or 30. He makes him basically almost Taijul Islam's age. Why doesn't he play? And going back to this article, you notice that Bangladesh having 3 left-arm spinners was not a bad thing. And especially the 3 that they had. Abdul Razak was a bit more wicket to wicket. Muhammad Rafiq was a bit more orthodox. Shakib Al Hasan was a bit more attacking, like completely from the side of the wicket, if you will. You had 3 different types of left-arm spinners. It's the same thing, like people like, let's say, Taskin Ahmed and Rubal Hussain. These are 2 different type of pace bowlers. And Mortaza, these are 3 different type of pace bowlers. So Bangladesh, they can look at something or perhaps take some measures to revive their lost passion for left-arm spin bowling, especially if you consider the fact, and this is something the article missed, especially if you consider the fact that most batsmen in world cricket are right-handed batsmen. This is one of the reasons for their success. Because as much cricket I have seen, the Bangladeshi left-arm spinners were most successful against right-handed batsmen, more than left-handed batsmen. It was to the point where some teams perhaps used to strategize on how to negate Bangladesh's left-arm spin trio. They just load their batting lineup up with more left-handed batsmen. So, I'm not saying they should go back to their old ways completely, but I still say that you have room for a new up-and-comer, because this is how it always works. When you have someone experienced, you have someone waiting in the shadows, or you have someone as a protege who's actually going to be in the team as well. So the younger bowler can learn more from the more experienced bowler, whilst also performing a service for the Bangladesh cricket team by providing left-arm spin bowling. So I don't know who you can look at right now in terms of a new Bangladeshi prospect for a good left-arm spin bowler who can be inserted into the team now but nurtured as well at the same time and become a mainstay and essentially the premier left-arm spin bowler in the future for Bangladesh. Because it's not like left-arm spin has become obsolete. Oh, good Lord, no. Especially with the advent of T20 cricket and its influence on Test cricket. Left arm spin has become almost quintessential to successful teams in cricket. You must have at least a left arm spinner and or a leg spinner. So Bangladesh, for some reason, they have diverted their efforts from left arm spin to leg spin, and it's not like Bangladesh needed to divert their efforts, because when Bangladesh had less resources, they used to get a lot of left arm spinners. So I think they should still put more resources into getting left arm spinners, as well as looking into finding other spinners and pace bowlers like leg spinners and off spinners at the same time. Alright, so those are my 2 cents on this. Please let me know what you think about the left arm spin situation in Bangladesh in the comment section below, and always please do read that article as well. Very well done by Mohammad Isam, and let's have a healthy discussion about it in the comment section. Alright, this is your boy Tanveer Syed signing out. Make sure to hit that like, subscribe and bell notification buttons.